A blessed morning to everyone. I'm Haini Jane Tibaya of BSB 1A talking about the conditional and biconditional statement. So, this is the conditional statement. So, here there is the formula if P then Q, if P then Q, or if P then Q. So, this is we can use this symbol or this symbol. So how are we going to make these words or these sentences into conditional statement? Here it gives that P is equal to today is a holiday and Q is into the store is closed. So how are we going to put that into conditional statement? It will be like this. If we'll just copy the P, if today is a holiday, comma, then the store is closed. So this will be the conditional statement of these phrases. If today is a holiday, then the store is closed. We just follow this formula. If P, then Q. So we do have this phrase, the conditional statement. So here we do have the truth table of conditional statement, which is P, if P, then Q. So how are we going to get the if P, then Q in this table? So here we do have, in P, we do have true, true, false, false, and in Q, true, false, true, false. So now you might ask, where did you get that true, true, false, false, or true, false, true, false? So this is already given. The form is always like this. It is not changeable. So if we're going to answer this is already given. So in conditional statement, how are we going to know the if P, then Q, if it is true or false? Now here, we do have the logical way of answering. So if P statement is true and the conclusion statement Q is true, then here if P then Q will be true. So here, the second statement, if the first statement is true and the conclusion is false, then the answer will be false. So here, at the third one, if the first statement is false and the Q statement is true, the answer will be true. Why? It's because in every conclusion of our statement, in conditional statement, always we follow the answer of the conclusion. So here, as you see, if the conclusion is false, we just put false. If the conclusion is true, then we put true. How about the conditional statement if false, false? If both are false, then this will be true. So that is the conditional statement. It is just an easy way of answering. So just think, if it is conditional statement, if you find this true, false, or false, true, the answer is always be the conclusion Q. So here we do have the biconditional statement. So before we answer the conditional statement, now we do have here the biconditional statement. P is equal to 5 plus 5 is equal to 10, and Q as 2.2 times 5 is equals to 10. So here we do have the formula P if only if Q. So how do we read this form? So 5 plus 5, which is the P, equals to 10 if only if 2 times 5 is equals to 10. Same if we do it diverse, 2 times 5 is equals to 10 if only if 5 plus 5 is equals to 10. So this is what we call biconditional statement. So kahit na pagbalik-balik ta rin mo siya, pareho pa din yung kanyang magiging sagot. So that is biconditional statement. Now let's look at the table of biconditional statement. So this is the truth table of biconditional statement. So katulad din ng kanina, true, true, false, false, true, false, true, false. Kasi nga, hindi siya pwedeng baguhin. Yan na yan na yung parati niyang form. So, P if only if Q. So, how are we going to get the answer? So, here, let's look at the table. So, if the statement P and the conclusion is true, if both are true, then the answer is true. If true, false, the answer will always be false. How about here? False, true, the answer will also be false. And here, if it is both false, the answer will be true. So, in biconditional statement, we're not going to follow the conclusion Q statement. We're going to, if you saw true and false at the same, at both statement like this, the answer will always be false. So don't be confused by that. If it is conditional, we're going to follow only the answer of the conclusion Q. But if it is biconditional, if it is true, false, or false, true, the answer will always be false. So that is biconditional statement. So here, there's another problem. Kung mapapansin nyo, mas marami na siya. So constructing a truth table for a statement involving a conditional statement. So katulad nung kaninang table natin, yung truth table, ginawa lang din natin yung kanina, true, true, false, false, and the Q table or statement, true, false, true, false. Now, how are we going to read this? So, it reads like this, close and open parenthesis, P and not Q. If P then Q, not close and open parenthesis, P and Q. Then, how are we going to answer this? So, unahin muna natin itong dito na part. So, P. Pagka yung P, wala naman siyang iba, kokopyahin lang natin itong nandito. Kopyahin lang natin yan. True, true, false, false. Now, if not Q, kapag may nakita kayong ganitong sign na parang S na nakahiga, tawag dyan, not Q. Gagawin nyo, kasi ito yung Q, true, false, babalik ta rin nyo lang sila. Yung diverse nitong mga letters na ito. Kung true, gagawin nyo siyang false. Same. True, true becomes false, and false magiging true. So, false, true, false, true. Now, iwanan muna natin itong dito na part. Punta tayo muna dito. So, P and Q. So, P, katulad din ng dati, sasagot, kokopyahin lang natin yan. True, false, true, true, false, false. And yung Q naman natin dito, kokopyahin lang din natin yan. True, false, true, false. So, ganyan yung mangyayari. Now, how are we going to get this N? So, yung N, makukuha natin yan. So, ayan. So, natapos na nating ilagay yung mga letters or yung bawat true and false statement sa bawat letters ng P, Q, PQ. Now, we're going to put or answer this yung N, yung connective na N. So, how are we going to put that? Itong N na to, ang sabi kasi, ang statement, pag may ganitong sign, whatever the statement is, pagka meron siyang false dito, magiging false parati ang statement. Kung true, true, magiging true ang statement. So, like for example here, true, false, magiging false siya kasi may false dito. Same here, true, true, so magiging true siya kasi both are true. How about false, false, so magiging false pa rin. Kasi nga, if there's always a false in a statement, magiging false siya. So, false, true, magiging false pa rin yan. So, how about here? So, pareho siya, yung N, ganun pa din siya. So, true, false, false, false. Kasi, sa bawat, if there's always a false in a statement, magiging false parati yung magiging connective na N. So, here, nasagutan na natin yung bawat center. So, how are we going to answer this? So, of course, we cannot answer this one yet kasi meron pa siyang if not. So, this last answer, we need to convert that. So, we need to convert that if not. So, yung kabaliktaran lang nito, yung kukunin natin. So, if true here, it will become false. If here is false, magiging true yan. True and true. So, now, under conditional statement, here, we still have conditional statement. Paano natin makukuha yung if P, then Q? So, yung huli nating sinagutan, ito at ito, ikukumpara natin yan ngayon. Yan yung gagawa natin ng solution. So, false, false, it will become true. True, true, it will become true. And conditional statement, whatever, kasi ito yung magiging P natin, and this will be the Q statement. So, kung ano nga yung conditional statement, pagka ang conclusion na Q is true, magiging true pa rin ang sagot. So, false, true, true pa din ang sagot. If false, true, magiging true pa rin ang sagot. So, we do have this true. If P, then Q, the answer will always be true. So, I hope you understand the simple and basic solving of conditional statement. Thank you, and now we're going to proceed to another reporter.